Hi, my name is Diane Puttman, and I'm here today to share with you a story of how I managed to free myself from the clutches of tonsil stones without any painful or invasive medical procedures. I've discovered a way to naturally eliminate tonsil stones and prevent them from reoccurring. And upon my discovery, I have since helped thousands of tonsil stone sufferers from around the world to banish their tonsil stones forever. I know exactly what brought you here today. I know how it feels to just accept that you have tonsil stones and go through life without treatment. I remember thinking to myself, just accept this, Diane. Everyone's got their cross to bear, and yours is tonsil stones. I've been there, and I know that there's nothing worse than having to deal with the constant and annoying side effects of tonsil stones. Symptoms like bad breath, halitosis, pain and difficulty swallowing, metallic taste in mouth, coughing fits, white spots on tonsils, earache, swollen tonsils, sensation that something is stuck or lodged in the back of the throat. If you have tonsil stones, the above symptoms are unfortunately your day-to-day reality. But let me tell you this, you have the power to change your reality. You can put an end to your misery and start living your normal life again. Believe me, I know what you're going through. I understand what it's like to have a partner avoiding to kiss you because of your unbearable bad breath. I still remember the shame and doubt I felt by having this condition all too well. I remember how frustrating it is trying to hide my condition from friends, family, and even my partner. If the things I've just mentioned sounds too familiar, then you owe it to yourself to watch this video through to the end. This could be the life-changing revelation you've been waiting for. My name is Diane Puttman, and I'm the author of Banish Tonsil Stones, a step-by-step guide that will take you by the hand and show you the exact steps you need to permanently eliminate your tonsil stones forever. Imagine being able to get face-to-face with your partner without holding your breath or wondering if they notice your bad breath. I will show you the exact steps I follow to easily and naturally remove my tonsil stones and keep them from coming back forever. Finding the solution has completely changed my life for the better and freed me from a nightmare that had taken over my life. You're not alone. I was on the exact same roller coaster ride of emotions that anyone with tonsil stones goes through. My problems started when I was just 18 years old. When I started experiencing throat problems like sore throat, I mistakenly thought it was a sign of the flu, only this time something felt off. I felt what seemed to be some type of object stuck in the back of my throat, something that I couldn't swallow. So I kind of applied pressure to my tonsils, and something immediately popped out, and it was the most repulsive thing I ever saw. A yellowish, irregularly shaped object with a sulfurous odor. Alarmed, I went to the doctor, and I was immediately put on antibiotics. I took the antibiotics, but after a 10-day period had passed, the tonsil stones were still present. I became increasingly alarmed as I learned that these tonsil stones were the culprit for my then unbearable bad breath. I brushed and flossed religiously, but to no avail. I still had bad breath. I used to back up from people when I was having conversations, for fear that they would smell my bad breath. If I couldn't back away from them, I even went so far as covering my mouth with some silly pose, or held my breath and then looked sideways to quickly inhale and exhale. I mean, it was ridiculous. How I wished my tonsil stones would just go away. That's when I snapped. I refused to live the rest of my life like some leper, constantly having to worry about my bad breath. I decided to stop feeling sorry for myself and find real answers. I went on a mission to discover why so many people were affected with tonsil stones. I went to natural therapists, homeopathic doctors, and even a Chinese herbalist, but they couldn't help me. I took a slew of herbal medicines and natural antiseptic drops, but nothing worked. The tonsil stones were still there. After 2 years of this constant emotional battle, I finally found a different and viable solution to this common problem. It was quite simple, really, and it attacked the root cause of tonsil stones, not just the symptoms. Here's a sneak peek of what you'll discover within the pages of my ebook. My proven 4-step solution to naturally eliminating tonsil stones and keeping them gone forever without surgery. Freedom from the pain and embarrassment caused by tonsil stones and their side effects. How to prevent tonsil stones from returning for the rest of your life. Imagine being able to get up close and personal with your partner without feeling self-conscious of your breath. Discover what foods promote the growth of tonsil stones and what you can do to replace them in your diet. Why doctors don't completely understand tonsil stones and why they are so quick to rush to surgery or medication as the only option. A complete understanding as to why some people get tonsil stones and some people don't. Discover why your tonsil stones may be the warning sign of another serious health condition, and discover how to fix this condition and get rid of your tonsil stones at the same time. Focus on the root cause of tonsil stones, not the symptoms. Get your life back. Imagine no longer feeling like a slave to your situation, but being able to once and for all get rid of tonsil stones forever. Learn how to identify the problem ingredients in your food that are making your tonsil stones worse. Finally, complete and honest answers as to why drugs and surgery are not the answer. Stop the need for coping mechanisms like breath mints and sprays, and much, much more. I truly didn't think I would ever get rid of tonsil stones and the chronic bad breath that had tormented me for so long. However, I desperately wanted to feel better about myself, and I wanted these tonsil stones gone for good. So I decided to give it my best try. Within just a few days, I began to notice some improvement. The extremely foul breath I had suffered for years started to subside. After about 2 weeks, the bad breath was completely gone, and so was any sign of tonsil stones. I couldn't believe it. I held my hand in front of my face and exhaled. My breath was neutral. I rushed to the bathroom with a flashlight looking for any visible tonsil stones in the mirror. Nothing! I swallowed several times, and my throat was completely clear. And guess what? My method has also helped literally thousands of people worldwide to banish their tonsil stones for good. People like Sarah Almy from Merced, California. Dear Diane, I have suffered with tonsil stones for nearly a decade. When I first read your story, I felt an instant connection with you and your experiences. I cannot tell you how long it's been since I didn't feel self-conscious being close to someone. I got your book and did what you said, and my tonsil stones were completely gone in about 4 weeks. It feels so good not to be embarrassed. This is the most amazing thing that has ever happened to me. Or Kathleen from Portland. I just wanted to say thank you for your book. Finally, a simple solution to this problem that has plagued me for so long. I followed your method exactly, and my tonsil stones were completely gone in 3 weeks. My breath was noticeably better within a day. I couldn't believe it. Something so simple worked so well. And Matt Rasmussen from Springfield, Missouri. Diane, after years of suffering, going from doctor to doctor with no light at the end of the tunnel, I finally found the cure I was looking for when I found your Banish Tonsil Stones book. I owe you a huge debt of gratitude. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Feel free to use this as a testimonial on your website if you like. And here's the main thing to consider. If my method worked for them, there's really no reason to assume that it won't work for you. So, are you ready to get your life back? This is just a fraction of what you are spending on doctor visits and medicine. You deserve an end to your embarrassment. You deserve to find out how simple and easy it can be to naturally get rid of your tonsil stones for good without the burden of a huge hole in your wallet from trying a ton of useless alternative therapies. You have a simple choice to make right now. This could be a major turning point in your life. Are you going to say no thanks to this opportunity, live with the embarrassment, and accept your tonsil stones as just a part of life? Or are you going to take control of your life, be a master of your own destiny, stop covering up your tonsil stones and break out of your own version of solitary confinement and return to a life of freedom and vitality again? The choice is yours. Because my guide is downloadable and can be viewed on any computer, you can start to use this system today. You don't have to wait for shipping. You're literally just a couple of clicks away from getting instant access to the Banish Tonsil Stones Guide and starting your new journey to a life free from the pain and embarrassment that has held you back. I want to help you because I do not want you to continue going through what I went through on a daily basis for so many years. I know what it's like to deal with tonsil stones on all levels, physically, mentally, and emotionally. I know the burden and stranglehold this is having on your life. I care about you, and I am 100% confident that with my help you can permanently get rid of your tonsil stones just like I did. This solution will work when you work with it. I can give you directions to show you the way, but only you can make it work for yourself. If you have tonsil stones, you need this guide. Even if your tonsil stones haven't become severe, they won't go away on their own. They will just continue to get worse. You owe it to yourself to eliminate these disgusting tonsil stones once and for all. I cannot guarantee this price will not increase in the future. So grab your copy now while it's still at this low price. Don't you owe it to yourself to try the proven way to eliminate tonsil stones? Here's to your future, free from the pain and embarrassment of tonsil stones.